I seriously cannot believe that it's already December. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As always, I really appreciate it. If this is your first time here, my name is Jenny. Welcome. So for today, I'm going to be creating my first holiday inspired makeup look. Now the twist to it is I am going to be using my December Boxycharm. It came in yesterday, so I figured it was perfect timing. Why not just throw it into the mix? I'm going to show you how I created this entire look using the products from my Boxycharm and obviously lots of other goodies. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I achieved this look right here, then please keep on watching. All right, so before jumping into my makeup, I figured since I'm gonna be doing my eyes first, I wanted to give these little eye masks a try. So this one is from Wonder Beauty. It says here, individually packaged rose gold foiled eye mask to brighten, hydrate, and reduce the appearance of dark circles. Experience 3 innovative layers of luxury. Ooh, I feel expensive. I'm going to be priming my eyes using the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer from MERCIER. And now to set that, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever. This is one of their Super Matte Loose Powders. This one is the light pink one. For today's eyes, I'm going to be using this new palette that came in my Boxycharm. This is the Protoge SUVA Beauty. I'm loving all these colors. I thought it was absolutely perfect. I'm so excited that this came in right when I was thinking about creating like a holiday inspired look, because I definitely see some shimmers and some beautiful colors that we can incorporate. So first, to warm up the eyes and sort of like start building some depth, I'm going to be going in with the Hoola bronzer. This is actually this color. I find it to be perfect as a transitional color for the eyes. So I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy blending brush, and just start going over my crease. Ooh, it's time to take these bad boys off. Do I look like I slept 13 hours? Okay, so back to our regular programming. I'm just gonna go ahead and warm up the eyes. Next, I'm gonna be moving on to this really pretty, sort of like a plummy color. It's called Aesthetic. And I'm just going to drag this my crease, starting from the end and working my way in. I like to start from the end because I deposit, like wherever you first put your brush after picking up eyeshadow, that's where the most amount of product is deposited. I want that to be the outer corners. I just personally like when my outer corners are a little bit darker. Another like random tip or trick when you're doing your eyeshadow, I give makeup classes, so sometimes I'm able to see like what are some of the errors that some of my clients make. And I've noticed that sometimes my clients will start applying eyeshadow and they kind of like look down at a mirror, or they'll look straight ahead. Sometimes you have to actually tilt your head back because this opens up the space on your eye and you're able to see a lot more. And with a flat concealer brush, I'm gonna go in and just quickly, or attempt to quickly, carve out my my crease. I'm gonna go in with this structure color. Now I'm going to be using a brush that's a little bit flatter, and before going in the color, I am going to spritz it, and I'm just going to apply this color exactly where I put the concealer. Oh yeah, that is gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. Love it. To lighten the inner corner of the crease a little bit more, I'm going to go in with Theory right here. I'm grabbing a brush that's just a tiny bit smaller. I did also damp it with the same spray. And now I'm going to go in and add some of that. Ooh. Now I'm not going to take it all the way because I don't want to lose sort of like that really pretty pinkish color, and this is gonna make it, I think, too white. I do want to darken up the outer edges of the eyes. Although it looks very pretty, I feel like, I don't know, I want a little bit more drama. However, the palette that came in my Boxycharm does not have a color that is deep enough or dark enough for that. So I did go and pull up an oldie but goodie. I'm talking about goodie. And it is the Master Palette by Mario, and till this day it is one of my favorite palettes of all time. And I mean, look at it. When you love something that's makeup related, it usually doesn't look beautiful. It's supposed to look like this. So I start on the outer corner, deposit the most amount of product there, and then start blending inward. Using that same brush, I am going to dip into the black. I mean, just an itsy bitsy amount, nothing too crazy. And I'm gonna go over the crease just to give it a little bit more intensity. I don't even want it to look black. I just want it to look like it's a deeper plummy color. I'm gonna be using the Dose of Color Fuego highlighter. I'm just going to tap underneath my brow just to add a little bit of highlight. I'm going to be doing a wing liner for this look. You don't have to if you don't want to. Just putting on some falsies on top of that would be perfect. But I do want this to be a very glam. So I am going to go in with a wing liner. And to do that, I'm going to be using the Maybelline. This is the Master Precise Eyeliner in black. So I ended up switching my eyeliner to the COLLAB liquid liner because unfortunately my Maybelline was a little dry. It was giving me a little bit of a hard time. So I went ahead and I switched over. So now that our wing is done and it is so sharp that we can cut off all the negative people in our lives, we can move on to one of my favorite parts, eyelashes. These are new from Ardell, the 231. And what I love about these new lashes is if you notice like up on the corner, it tells you that these lashes are actually a combination of two different Ardell lashes. And this is the Demi Wispies plus the Wispies 113. And before moving on to the face, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. This stuff is really awesome. And what I'm going to use this for is to just simply wipe all of this gunk that we got under the eyes. I'm going with my Mario Badescu facial spray. For today's foundation, I'm going to be using my go-to Maybelline, the Super Stay Foundation. And the color I'm using is 310. The brush I'm going to be using is actually from the company The Creme Shop, and it's one of these little cutie patootie foundation brushes. I'm just gonna start going in circular motions. I actually love these brushes. I find them so easy to use. I wouldn't say I love them more than I love the beauty sponge, like the beauty blender, but sometimes I do feel like I could go so much quicker with them. Next, I'm gonna go in with concealer. This concealer is, I would say, about the exact same tone of my skin, and it is the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer in the color beige. So I like to go in with this concealer because it's about the same color as my skin tone, and so it just helps me neutralize. After that's blended, I'm going to go in with another concealer. This one is a little lighter than my skin tone, so the idea it is to like sort of brighten up and give us that highlighted look. Is the Laura Mercier, the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. So now I'm just going to go in with my damped beauty sponge. This is the Real Technique sponge, and just blend everything out. Now, because this is more of a glam nighttime sort of like festive look, I do like to cream contour for those types of looks. So for today, I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Shaping Stick, and the color I'm going to be using is 410. Now, this is a little thick. So I'm going to go in with a flat concealer brush and just pick up a little bit and then do my nose contour this way. I feel like it's just easier for me to control without overdoing it. I'm going to go back in with that same damp beauty blender and just start blending everything out. So I definitely think that I went like contour crazy. This isn't the first time it happens to me, but these foundation sticks definitely have a lot more pigment and they're a lot more full coverage than I remember. So no need to worry if that ever happens to you. No need to panic just yet. All you gotta do is just go back with a little bit more concealer, or you could even do it with foundation. I'd rather do it with concealer, but just highlight these areas again, and that's gonna help like neutralize some of the contouring crazy that we did. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this amount, I'm gonna blend it out, and then if I still feel like I need more, then I'll just go ahead and add more. I'm feeling much better, and I know that when I apply the powder, it's gonna help me tone it down even more. So speaking of powder, I'm actually gonna go ahead and set this all in place now. To do so, I'm gonna be using the Makeup Forever Super Matte Loose Powder, and I'm using another beauty blender. So this is the one I use for my foundation. I don't like to mix them, so I have another beauty blender. This one is slightly damp. I'm gonna go in, pick up some of that powder, and I'm gonna start by setting my under eyes. For today's look, I do want to bake because I do want my under eyes to stay bright. So I'm actually applying the powder and then just leaving it there. We're going to leave it there for quite some time. We're going to move on, pretend that it's not even there. That is just going to not only set the makeup in place, and it's going to set it really nicely. It's also going to make the makeup long lasting, and it's going to help brighten. So now I'm going to move on to the rest of my face. The same thing I always use, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face where I have no loose powder, and I just do so by pressing down on the skin. I'm gonna go and start working on my bottom lash line. To do so, I'm going to grab this new brush that I got from my Boxycharm last month, Luxie Mini Round 141 brush. I'm going to go in to this aesthetic color that we use for the eyes, and I'm just gonna run this on my bottom lash line. I'm going to move on to the rest of my face. I am going to sort of like clean up and sharpen my contour a little bit. And I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me powder. Let me go ahead and wipe underneath my eye so I could have a better idea of what the hell I'm doing. I'm just going to go in with a little powder underneath the contour to sharpen it up and clean it up just a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with some highlight, the Dose of Colors Fuego. So sometimes what I do is I just go in with the highlighter first, and then I go in with my blush. There's no right or wrong. It's just two different ways of doing it. Now moving on to blush, I'm going to be using this really pretty Laura Geller New York blush in Tropic Hues. I believe I also got this in one of my Boxycharms. I just don't remember if it was, I think it was like 2 months ago as well. So now let me go ahead and just wipe this off. I'm going to go in with some mascara. This one is the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. I'm just going to go in with some black eyeliner and tightline my eyes. Make the waterline look darker. To darken up my liquid liner even more, I'm going to go in with this Butter London Stroke of Wow Roll-On Precision Liner. And this is the first time I ever use this, and I'm kind of scared. I'm going to go over my lash line just to make it look more intense. I'm not trying to create a line. There's already a line there. So I just realized that my Boxycharm this month came with a little highlighter palette. Correction, this is a blush and highlighter palette. So I'm going to go in with the Havana Nights blush. It's definitely my type of blush. It's pinky, it's girly, I love it. I'm going to use this City Lights highlighter. I'm going to use that as an inner corner highlight. Next I'm going to go in Next, I'm going to go in with the lip liner that came in my Boxycharm. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like an everyday sort of like nudie color, and it is perfect, and I'm so excited. But for today, I have decided to do a bold lip color. So what I'm going to use this for is I'm actually going to very lightly overdraw my lips just a tiny bit to make them look plumper when I do go in with my lip color. For my lipstick, I'm going to be using a color that is very similar to the colors that we used for the eyes. This one is from Lorac, and the color is Deep Burgundy. So lipstick is on, and moving on to my favorite item of this month's Boxycharm. It is the Tarte Lip Paint in the color Insta Famous, and the minute I opened this, I mean, I yelled. I was like, oh my god! Ah! Because I just couldn't believe what I was looking at. I mean, look how beautiful this is. So of course, I cannot finish this look without this lip paint. I love it. I feel like it gives my lips like an even more festive feel, which is exactly what I wanted. Alrighty guys, so that is pretty much it for today's video. This is the final look. What do you guys think? I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you were inspired to recreate this for the holidays, or at least create your own holiday looks. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Also, don't forget to give this video a big old thumbs up to let me know that you like it and that you want to see more like it. Also, don't forget to hit the little notification bell. That's going to send you a reminder every time, or not a reminder, it's going to send you a notification every time I upload a new video. And definitely for 2019, one of my biggest goals, besides being a good mama, is uploading a lot more to YouTube. So go ahead and hit that bell so you don't miss any future videos. As always, I really appreciate you guys. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Calibrate. Oh, I just dropped one of my MAC powders. Oh my god. I don't think it broke. Ta-da! Are you leaving? Love you. What am I doing?